Start.
Good evening, dear guests and respected Toastmasters. Welcome to the online meeting of Eloquent Elite's Gavel Club. I'm Gavel, Nivriti Gupta. I'm pleased and proud to be your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. Every Gavel Club is affiliated to Toastmasters International and provides Toastmasters experience to those who are under 18. I'm very happy to present the mission of Toastmasters. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. In the online meeting environment, there are a few housekeeping policies that we request everyone to follow. Please rename yourself as follows to help the Zoom master spotlight you appropriately. All role players have already been informed about how they need to rename themselves. All Toastmasters not playing any role, please prefix TM to your name. And all Gaveliers not playing any role, please prefix Gav to your name. All other guests, please prefix your name with guest. Please take 10 seconds for this activity. Please put on silent mode your phones and all other noise making devices and remove any other distraction around you. Please take 5 seconds to do so. Please keep your audio on mute throughout the entire meeting and unmute your microphone only when you're invited to speak. Please keep your video cameras on. Speakers do feel nice to see other people's faces. Please avoid unnecessary movements or sipping on drinks or eating when your video is on. Please turn off your video in case you need to do so or when you have to step away. Please do not type in the general Zoom chat box when a speaker is speaking, as it distracts the speaker. You may type messages to specific persons via Zoom chat. Please use the chat on Zoom to provide feedback directly to the speaker after the speech is over. Do not click on share screen unless your speech or role requires you to do so. Please share screen after you're done informing that you're sharing with the permission of the chair. You can choose and display from reactions, a high five, or a namaste or applause when a speaker joins or leaves. If you're a speaker, then please ensure that you pin the timer or confirm that the timer screen is visible for you. Please note that this meeting is being recorded. Please stay back to network after the meeting. It is my proud privilege to introduce the presiding officer of the day, Sara Verlekar. Gavelier Sara is a grade 10 student of Hiranandani Foundation School International. Her favorite subjects are English, environmental management, and economics. She represents her school in squash, taekwondo, swimming, and athletics. She's passionate about taekwondo and thinks that it's a necessary skill to learn for self defense and to build one's confidence. She has been participating in dramas and has been a comparer since a young age. She has completed Trinity Grade 3 with a merit in Western singing. She loves writing and wants to become an author. She's passionate about animals and is a certified animal communicator. We are glad that this multifaceted youth is our leader. Over to you, presiding officer, opening batsman.
Thank you so much. A very warm welcome, dear guests, fellow Gaveliers, and respected Toastmasters. As presiding officer, I call the meeting to order. Shall we pass the agenda first before we move on with the proceedings? Are there any corrections to the agenda?
There is a correction about timings of the second speaker. Beyond that, everything is fine. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I request a fellow Gavelier or Toastmaster to propose and second the motion to pass the agenda.
Nivriti Gupta propose the agenda.
Yes.
All right.
Propose the agenda, we adopt it. Wonderful.
Someone please second the motion.
I, Gavelier Tashi Singh from Eloquent Elites Gavel Club, second motion pass the agenda to be adopted.
The agenda is now adopted. Thank you. Welcome to the 50th meeting of Eloquent Elites Gavel Club. My hearty congrats to Sergeant at Arms Gavelier Nivriti Gupta for that vibrant opening. I now have the privilege to introduce the Gavel Master of the Day, Deekshita Panda. Gavelier Deekshita is in grade 8 at Narayana E-Techno School. Her hobbies are to make art, read books, and also to play badminton. Over to you, Gavel Master of the Day.
Thank you, President Sara, for that sweet introduction. Dear guests, Gaveliers, and Toastmasters, welcome to Eloquent Elites Gavel Club meeting. Today's theme is Invest in Youth, Invest in Progress. Why have I chosen this theme? World Youth Skills Day is celebrated every year on 15 July. This day was declared by the United Nations General Assembly in 2014, and the first celebration took place in 2015. The main aim to this day is to highlight the importance of providing young people with skill for employment, decent work, and entrepreneurship. In today's fast changing world, only having academic knowledge is not enough. Young people need to learn practical skills that will help them succeed in their careers and in life. These include communication, computer knowledge, teamwork, creativity, critical thinking, and more. Skill is the unified force of experience, intellect, and the passion in their operation, said John Ruskin. Skills help youth to find jobs, start businesses, and live with confidence and independence. Unfortunately, many young people, especially in developing countries, do not access to skill training. World Youth Skill Day brings global attention to this issue and promotes efforts to train and empower the youth. This is very important for India because India is the largest youth population in the world. Around 356 million young people aged 10 to 24. Our nation stands on the brink of becoming one of the world's largest economies. Skilling the young population is a necessity for sustainable development. Now that the theme is introduced, let's see the meeting structure. The meeting is divided into three sections. The first section is that of prepared speeches. I will lead this session. The second section is table topic session. This will be led by Gavelier Eva Vipin. Third section will be led by the General Evaluator, Gavelier VedAryan. I'm glad to introduce the General Evaluator. Gavelier VedAryan excels in public speaking, playing chess with 5 rating of 1482 and solving the Rubik's Cube. Ved enjoys playing basketball, badminton, learning the piano, and studying Carnatic music. He has completed 10 levels of abacus and anchors confidently both in English and Kannada. I invite him to explain the role of a general evaluator.
Thank you, Gavel Master of the Day, Deekshita Panda. Greetings, Gavel Master of the Day, fellow Gaveliers and guests. The purpose of the General Evaluator is to evaluate everything that takes place before the meeting and throughout the meeting. The purpose is to support the club maintain good quality of the meeting. I have a team of speech evaluators, Grammarian, AhCounter, active listener, and timer. During evaluation session, I will call upon them to present their reports. After that, I will present my observations of the entire meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Gavel Master. Deekshita.
Thank you. We eagerly await your evaluation session to know our strengths and weaknesses. I'm happy to introduce the grammarian, Gavel Niyati Raina. Loves reading, writing, and practically anything to do with books. Specifically, she loves fantasy and mystery. Over to you, Gavel Niyati, to explain your role as a grammarian.
Thank you, Gavel, Master of the Day. Good evening. I am Niyati Raina. As a grammarian, I present the word of the day, which is embellish. May I share PPT?
Go ahead.
All right. The word of the day, embellish. Keeping in theme with the meeting, invest in youth, invest in progress. The word embellish means to make something more attractive by adding extra details, sometimes exaggerated. For example, some people often embellish their stories. The idiom of the day is a dime a dozen, which means very common and of no particular value. Example, ideas for change are a dime a dozen, but actual progress is rare. Thank you. And I will make note of the speakers who use the word or idiom of the day and acknowledge them. I will also make note of exemplary and interesting language usage, areas of improvement, and pronunciation errors, and report them when called upon to present my report. Thank you.
Thank you, Gavel Niyati. Now we move upon to our counter, Gavel Samaira Mishra. Samaira Mishra, with passion for reading and learning, has good vocabulary and loves public speaking. She is a swimmer and a badminton player. Over to you, Gavelia Samaira.
Thank you, GMoD. Dear Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters and guests, my duty as our counter is to listen attentively to each speaker. I will make note of the use of the crat sounds, or, B, filler words like but, so, like, then, well, basically, absolutely, seriously, etc. C, filler phrases. You know, you see, I mean, etc. used by speakers when they are not called for in the context. When called upon, I will give a report of these speaking errors. I hope this report will help cure speakers of the annoying habit of using vocalized pauses and filler words. This role as our counter is bound to sharpen my focus and concentration. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Now we move on to the next role player, active listener, Gavilia Labdhi Jain. Gavilia Labdhi enjoys dancing and craft activities. I invite her to explain the role.
Thank you, Gavel Master of the Day, Deekshita. Fellow Gaveliers, being a good listener is as important as being a good speaker. The best leaders aren't all talk. They know it by listening. They know the pulse of people they lead. Listening is not a skill that is taught as a part of school curriculum. So, let us learn here. As active listener, I will note interesting tidbits of information from any of the speakers and ask questions near the end of the meeting to see if everyone was paying attention. Please do note that you don't have to raise your hand to answer. Just call it out if you think you know the answer. Thank you.
So, Cavaliers, let's observe and listen carefully so that we all give a resounding responses to the questions of our active listener. The next role player is timer, Toastmaster Nitesh Agarwal. Distinguished Toastmaster Nitesh is a global IIT leader and likes to volunteer time Toastmasters to promote communication and leadership importance. He has been a Toastmaster for 14 years and served as a region advisor for Region 13 and 8. Over to you.
Dear guests, Toastmasters, and Gaveliers, I am Nitesh Agarwal and I am the timer of the day. I am happy and proud to take up this role. A timer is the backbone of the meeting. Following timeliness is the hallmark of professionalism. Toastmasters has given us this excellent tool to train us in keeping any speech and meeting within timelines. As you heard from our Gavelier of the day, there are 3 sections in this meeting. I will present the timelines for each section in the beginning of that section. I am now giving the timelines for big book review section and prepared speech section. The book review is for 5 minutes. I will show at 3 minutes the green background, at 4 minutes the yellow background, and at 5 minutes the red. This is to give indication for the speaker to wind up. A short question answer session for maximum 1 minute follows. Now, I'm also giving guidelines for the first section of prepared speeches. Today, we have 2 prepared speeches. Speaker Nivriti Gupta and Speaker Prayan Luniya are presenting their first and third project. The first speech is an icebreaker. Speech duration is 4 to 6 minutes. The screen will be white, showing timer from the beginning of speech unto 4 minutes. At 4 minutes, the screen will turn green and remain green. At 5 minutes, the screen will turn yellow. At 6 minutes, the screen will turn red and remain red until the speech gets over. Speaker Prayan Luniya is presenting his third project. For this project, the duration is 5 to 7 minutes. The screen will be white, showing timer from the beginning of speech up to 5 minutes. At 5 minutes, the screen will turn green and remain green. At 6 minutes, the screen will turn yellow. At 7 minutes, the screen will turn red and remain red until the speech gets over. For your information, speech less than minimum stipulated time and speeches that exceed 30 seconds of maximum allotted time do not qualify for voting. I will present the timing report when called for. Thank you, and over to you, Gavelier of the day.
The hands of a clock keep moving. It's time for us to get moving. Let me introduce the book reviewer. He is Vyom Mayekar. Vyom loves aircraft models, watching movies, football matches, and loves to swim. His recent achievement is first prize in an eloquation competition held by the Rotary Club of Hiranandani Estate. Over to you, Vyom.
Yes. Give me 1 minute. Good evening. Today, as the book reviewer, I am going to be presenting the book Heroes of Olympus, The Lost Hero. May I have permission to share my screen, please?
Please go ahead.
Thank you. Heroes of Olympus, The Lost Hero. Till date, this was one of the most awesome book I have read. So let's start off with a quick summary and a character overview of the book. Here is a prompt summary of the book. In the beginning, Jason Grace wakes up on a school bus with no memory of who he is. He is told that Piper is his girlfriend and Leo is his best friend. But none of this feels right. The trio soon discovers that they are demigods, children of Roman and Greek gods, and are rushed away to Camp Half-Blood. They are sent on a quest to rescue the goddess Hera, who has been imprisoned by rising ancient forces. Along the way, they battle storm spirits, giants, and mythological monsters, uncover secrets of their past, and discover powers they never knew they had. Jason learns he's the son of Jupiter, Zeus. Piper is the daughter of Aphrodite, and Leo is the son of Hephaestus. This story blends Greek and Roman mythology, setting the stage for a larger prophecy that threatens the world of gods and mortals. Now, let me give you a quick character overview of the book.
The characters in this book consist of the main trio and some other supporting cast. Jason Grace is a Roman demigod who is the son of Jupiter. He is a natural leader. He is brave and serious. His arrival shakes up Camp Half-Blood. Piper McLean is the daughter of Aphrodite. She is loyal, clever, and conflicted. She wields charm speak, a persuasive magical voice. Leo Valdez is the son of Hephaestus. He is inventive, witty, and secretly insecure. He is a mechanical genius with a fire-based power twist. Coach Gleason Hedge is a gruff satyr, posing as a school coach. He is a fierce protector and comic relief. Annabeth Chase is the daughter of Athena. She is smart, strategic, and searching for Percy Jackson. Hera, Juno, is the goddess behind this quest. She is manipulative, powerful, and mischievous. Talia Grace is Jason's sister and a hunter of Artemis. She is strong, protective, and emotionally complex. Now let me tell you about the author. Rick Riordan is an American author best known for blending ancient mythology with modern storytelling. Born on June 5, 1964 in San Antonio, Texas, he started out as a middle school teacher, teaching English and history for over a decade before turning writing into full-time. Riordan's books feature demigods, mythological mythical creatures, and epic quests, all set in the modern world. His books have sold over 30 million copies in the US and have translated over 40 languages. The series of books he wrote, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Greek mythology, Heroes of Olympus, Greek plus Roman mythology, the Kane Chronicles, Egyptian mythology, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, Norse mythology, the Trials of Apollo, Greek mythology continuation. A sneak peek of the book. And if I fail, great victory requires great risk. Juno admitted. Fail, and there will be bloodshed, like we have never seen. Demigods will destroy one another. Gaia will wake, and the earth will shake off everything we have built. Over 5 millennia. It will be the end of us all. Great, just great. Facts about the book. This is the price range of the book on Amazon and Flipkart. Amazon India, rupees 332 for the paperback edition. Flipkart, rupees 374, discounted from rupees 490. In total, this book has 55 chapters and consists of 551 pages. It is essential for readers above the age of 10 to read as it may improve your vocabulary. I highly suggest you to read this book as it is not only filled with interesting chapters but also has the idea of teamwork and that you should never back out of any challenges. This book taught me various life lessons. I hope it will teach you too. Thank you.
Thank you for the arousing our curiosity about this book. I'm sure many of us have now made a mental note that this is the next book to read. I certainly have. Before we move to the prepared speech section, I revisit the theme of the day: invest in youth, invest in progress. Every year, the day has a special theme. The theme for 2025 is Youth Empowerment through Artificial Intelligence and Digital Skills. When more people learn AI and digital skills, the world will transform in several powerful ways. No longer will tech power be locked away in Silicon Valley vaults when the average student in a small town school or a working mom in her 40s masters AI tools. You are unleashing a quiet storm of innovation. The village becomes a laboratory. The underdog becomes the disruptor. Imagine a farmer in Odisha using AI to predict crop yields, or a teenager in Ghana building an app to solve logical water shortages. Certainly, brains, not zip codes, dictate your destiny. When digital literacy spreads, every profession gets upgraded. The teacher become edtech wizards. Artists create mind-bending visuals with generative AI. Doctors diagnose faster with AI assistants. These skills give a voice to the voiceless. A rural artisan can now run an Etsy shop. A disabled person can work remotely for a company of Berlin. A girl in a conservative home can learn quietly, code privately, and launch publicly. When digital fluency becomes universal, the digital divides become a bridge. The world won't just be productive, it will be more connected and far more human in its ingenuity. Now we move on to the next section. Today we have two speakers. Navanya Gupta is the first speaker. Her speech evaluator is Prisha Chugh. Happy to introduce Prisha. She is the club associate president, a lover of murder mysteries, now writing her own play. She is zealous about giving back to society and has taught dance and aerial at Sneha Asadan Orphanage, while organizing numerous informative NGO sessions about wildlife at her school. I request her to read out the speech objectives of Gavilia Navanya.
Greetings of the day to all Cavaliers, Toastmasters, and guests present. I am Cavalier Prisha Chugh, and I have the pleasure of evaluating Cavalier Navanya's speech today. Cavalier Navanya will be delivering Project 1, the Icebreaker. The objectives for this project are to begin speaking in front of an audience, to discover speaking skills you already have and skills that need some attention. The time limit for this speech is 4 to 6 minutes. Wishing you all the very best, Gavel and Navanya. With that, I hand the stage back to our Gavel Master of the Day, Deekshita Pandey. Thank you.
Thank you, Prisha. While Gavilia Navanya is taking her speaking position, let me introduce her and usher her in. Gavilia Navanya Gupta enjoys dancing, reading novels, swimming, and badminton. Gavilia Navanya, can you please tell me if you are in your speaking position?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good, you are clearly visible and audible. Navanya Gupta, Chasing Rainbows, My Journey So Far. Chasing Rainbows, My Journey So Far. Navanya Gupta, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. Have you really wanted something? Or it took a lot of effort to get it? If you have, please use your hands. Wow, I can see many hands. I have to. At one time, my dad said something I'll never forget. He told me, the way I see, if you want the rainbow, you've got to put up with it. At first, I didn't understand what he meant. But as I've grown older, I faced new challenges. I realized how true those words are. My name is Navanya Gupta. I'm 9 years old in grade 5. And I live in Mumbai with my loving and supportive family. My father is the vice president at an international bank. He works hard, travels a lot, but always finds time to motivate and guide. My mother is a naturopath and diet consultant. She's the one who helps us stay healthy and positive. And she always reminds me that true strength comes from inside. I also have an older sister named Nivriti Gupta. She's a great guy. She's my biggest role model. Whether it is in studies, sports, or just how she handles things calmly. I've always looked up to her. She never shows off, but she's quite excellent at what she does. Whenever I feel nervous or stuck, she's the first one I turn to. And somehow, she always does the right thing to say. Let me tell you how they say, the rainbow became real in my life.
Last year, I really wanted to do well by Olympiad exams. I studied every day, even when I just wanted to relax or play. There were times I felt bored, even I was frustrated. That was the rain, the hard work, and the patience. But when the results came out, I was thrilled. I got 3 international medals in the same year. That was my name. Another time, I participated in a story writing competition. I was so excited. But when my teacher read my first draft, she just said, "Try again, Navanya." I was disappointed. But my mother sat with me that evening and helped me think of new ideas. I rewrote the story with a better beginning, and this time I got a special mention. The rainbow came because I didn't give up and because my mom believed it. One of the biggest lessons came from swim. Once, I slipped off the diving board and got scared. I told my dad, "I don't want to swim anymore." That's when he smiled and said, "Rain first, rainbow later." The next day, I tried again, and this time I dove in without fear. When I was learning to swim across a full pool, the deep end really scared me. I held on to the edge for weeks, but my sister stood by me every day, encouraging me with a calm voice and cheering me on. Finally, one day, I let go and I swam across all by myself. The movement felt like flying under a rainbow, and I'll never forget. These moments have taught me that the saying isn't just about the weather, it's about the rain. The rain is every tough moment, every failure, every fear. But if we keep going and don't give up, we'll always find a rainbow waiting. Now, whenever I feel scared or tired, I remember my dad's words. No rain, no rainbow. No hard work, no reward. And that's how we grow. Thank you. Over to you, GMoD.
That was a lovely speech. Gavilia Prayan Luniya is the second speaker. His speech evaluator is Kashvi Agrawal. I'm happy to introduce Gavilia Kashvi. She loves to live in the world of books and has recently opened a children's library in a summer vacation for the kids of a society to develop the community of young readers and to instill the attitude of sharing, thereby encouraging sustainability through reusing resources. I invite her to read out the speech objective of Gavilia Prayan.
Thank you, Gavel Master of the Day. Today I will be evaluating Cavalier Prayan Luniya. He is delivering his third speech. Get to the point. The objectives of the speech are: select a speech topic and determine its general and specific purposes. Organize the speech in a manner that best achieves those purposes. Ensure the beginning, body, and conclusion reinforce the purposes. Project sincerity and conviction and control any nervousness you may feel. Strive not to use notes. Timer, please know that the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. All the very best, Prayan. Thank you, and over to you, Gavel Master of the Day.
Thank you, speech evaluator Kashvi. While Speaker 2 Gavilia Prayan is taking the speaking position, let me introduce him and usher him. Gavilia Prayan Luniya enjoys singing, poetry recitation, and basketball. He recently accepted the second position in Model United Nations contest. Gavilia Prayan, can you please tell me if you are in your speaking position?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good, you are clearly visible and audible. Prayan Luniya, fit by face, faint by nature. Fit by face, faint by nature, Prayan Luniya.
Fit by face, paid by nature. Fellow Toastmasters and calorie counting comrades. People often look at me and say, "Wow, you look so fit. What's What's your diet? And I just smiled, hiding the truth that my today's breakfast was just a Mario biscuit and a cup of hope. Yes, I may look like a poster for yoga and Kate smoothies, but the truth is, I'm a walking contradiction. Fit by appearance, malnourished by reality. My journal purpose today is to entertain you all. My specific purpose is to show through comedy how what you see isn't always what you get, especially when it comes to good looking and people like me who are basically running on vibes, Wi-Fi, and stubborn optimism. The rise of false fitness fame. It all began in school during PE class. While others were gasping after literally 2 laps, I was jogging casually, hair bouncing like it was a slow-mo shampoo commercial. Teachers would whisper, "That boy is born for athletics." Little did they know, the only sprint I trained for was the race to the fridge when the Wi-Fi was down. Even today in weddings, aunties come up to me and ask, "Beta, do you go to gym?" And I reply with all my pride, "No, auntie, I go to the kitchen, that too even occasionally." What they don't know is that my six pack is made literally of ribs and regret. My collarbones are so sharp that they could slice onions. I'm not slim fit, I'm just slim follery. I'm like my fitness influencer's nightmare, all the appearance, none of the effort. Malnourished, the lifestyle you didn't order. Being malnourished isn't just a condition, it's a full-time lifestyle. Once I fainted during my assembly. Everyone thought I was meditating. Even my principal commented, "Wow, such deep concentration." Sir, I was on low blood sugar, not enlightenment. And one time I joined the gym, filled the form, entered the hall, saw the dumbbells, and pulled a muscle in my soul. The trainer smiled and said, let's start with something light with planks." I said, "Let's do one thing which is even lighter than it." Your nutrition's in trouble when your main source of vitamins is cough syrup. Once I brought a protein shake, expensive imported chocolate flavor. I drank it for 3 days. Then went back to my regular diet of tea, trauma, and toe scrubs. Sometimes I eat chips and then read the back of the packet for nutritional value. Just to convince yourself that salt is technically a mineral supplement. The social pressure for looking athletic. Now, here's the problem: looking fit with social expectations. Great trouble, right? When someone plans a track, a hike, a marathon, or even a spontaneous game of tag, guess who they invite? Me! Because apparently I look to them like I was born to scale Mount Everest. I remember going to a track with my friends. They brought protein bars, hydration packs, nuts, dry fruits, and God knows whatever they brought. And what just I brought was one packet of Parle-G and a lot of confusion. 2 hours in, my legs were shaking, my brain was buffering, and my soul had exited the chat. I was ready to file an FIR against the life. I don't it was very confusing, And don't get me started on basketball. Whenever there's a match, they pass me the ball like I'm the LeBron James. But really, I just run around like I'm a confused squirrel, clap occasionally, and pray the ball doesn't find me. One time I accidentally caught it. The crowd cheered like I'd achieved the Olympic gold medal. and beyond the abs and appearances. So, what's the point, right? We live in a world where looking healthy is celebrated, even if we are breaking down like expired Wi Fi routers inside. Where is a six pack more admired than 6 hours of sleep? Where holding a protein bar automatically qualifies you for a wellness expert, even if you had your dinner last night was a ice cream and extended bread. Let me tell you the truth. I may look fit, but don't let my cheekbones fool you. They are not carved by workouts, they're sculpted by stress, skipped meals, and generational trauma. So the next time someone says, "Wow, you look so fit," just smile, nod, and whisper internally, "You have no idea." Because my friends, I may look like a Greek statue to them, but even statues are hollow inside. Thank you.
That was an amazing speech. Congratulations for speakers Gavelier Navanya for presenting her icebreaker speech and Gavelier Prayan to present his third speech. They have broken the invisible but strong barriers to effective open communication, reluctance and avoidance. Congratulations. Let's give a standing ovation for Navanya. Thank you, everyone. May we have the timer report?
Yes. Book review summary by Vyom took 5 minutes 40 seconds. Speaker 1 Navanya took 4 minutes 9 seconds. And speaker 2 Prayan took 6 minutes 19 seconds. Both of them have qualified. Over
Thank
to
you.
Yeah, Vimas.
Can we launch the polls?
Okay. Please, all of you, cast your votes. "19 out of 21. Yes, done. So I'm sharing the results. Congratulations, Prayan. Wonderful job to bring humor and still have substance. And Navanya, amazing. For an icebreaker, you did with a lot of expression. Amazing. Thank you.
Congratulations to the speakers for putting the best foot forward and starting off. Congratulations to the winner today. The next session is the table topics. Before we begin that, let us have a quick peek into our theme today. World Youth Skills Day is celebrated through various programs across the globe. Schools and colleges organize speech competitions, exhibitions, and workshops. Government and private organizations offer free training and webinars. Youth skills affairs are held where students can display their talents and even get job offers. In India, for example, job fairs are organized and thousands of youth receive career opportunities. These celebrations encourage students to take skill learning seriously and explore different paths. Learning never exhausts the mind. These words of Leonardo da Vinci should motivate us to keep learning. Now let's move on. I have the privilege for introducing the table topic master of the day, Gavelier Eva Vipin. Gavelier Eva enjoys playing sports. She loves running, hanging out with friends, and dancing. Over to you, Gavelier Eva, for an exciting table topic session.
Thank you, Gavel Master of the Day. Good evening, Gavelier of the Day. invitee Toastmasters, fellow Gaveliers, and guests. Welcome to the most exciting part of our meeting, table topics. This is where we get to show off our amazing quick thinking. I'm going to throw out some fun questions and you'll have to come up with some awesome answers right on the spot. No time to prepare, just pure, spontaneous brilliance. It's a really good practice for when your parents ask you, "What did you do all day?" And you'll have to make up something really quick. Just kidding. It helps you think on your feet and share your ideas. Table topic speeches are democratic, which means anyone can participate, including our guests. I request members who have not spoken or played any role to take up this opportunity to speak. I hope everyone gives this a shot. Please use the word of the day, embellish, that the grammarian has given us today. You can volunteer to speak yourself by raising your hand or by using the reaction icon. If not, I may call upon members randomly. Before we begin, I request timer Gavelier Nitesh uh, to read out the timing guidelines for the table topic round.
Thank you, table topic master. For table topic speeches, when the speech touch 1 minute, the screen will change to green. When the speech reaches 1 minute 30 seconds, the screen will turn yellow. At 2 minutes, the screen turns red. Any speech delivered for less than 1 minute and lasts for more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds will not qualify for voting for best table topic speech. I will report time taken by each table topic speaker at the end of the session. Thank you, and over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Gavelier Nitesh. Today's theme is Invest in Youth, Invest in Progress. The topics will be based on this theme. Okay, let's begin. Who will be the first to volunteer?
Nivriti Gupta has raised her hand.
Okay, Gavelier Navanya Gupta. Choose any number between 1 to 5.
4.
Okay, your topic is, if you were the Prime Minister, what changes would you make for the progress of youth?
Can I have 1 second? If I was the Prime Minister, then I would allow people above 10 to vote because it gives them a chance to express their voice. It's like you are going out there, you're showing your choices, you're giving your part to the whole country. Another change would be like, I would like people to get to choose their subjects from 6, because like if you want to go in astronomy, you don't really want to study chemistry or something, so there's no point, you're not going to use it. The main course you roll it till 5th, but then after that, if you want to go in some field, you can choose that. Another change would be that I like to get driving license from age of 18, because like you can't always depend on somebody else to go anywhere. I can't really think of anything else. Thank you. Over to your table topic master.
Thank you for the amazing idea shared by you. Okay, who will be the next to volunteer?
AM.VedAryan had volunteered pehle. He had put up his hands. And then I see also Niyati Raina also.
Okay, Gavelier VedAryan. Choose a number between 1 to 5 except for 4.
1.
Okay, your topic is, if I could change one thing about my school, what would it be?
Okay, this is an interesting topic. The one thing I could change about my school would be that if there was no pens allowed, like trading of pens, doing bad things, playing games, I wish that was strictly banned in school. Because you get diverted from studies, you start playing those games, and what do you get? Hand pain. You get zero knowledge. So, there you should play games, but like memory games or useful games such as chess. That is the only thing I want to change in school. Because people are addicted to these games, that doesn't give you anything. Being very honest. So, I would also strictly like to say that the games which are the useless games which are played in school should be banned because they don't give us any knowledge. And I hope you understand. Thank you.
Thank you for that very interesting experience. Okay, Gavlier Niyati. Choose a number between 2 to 5 except for 4.
I pick number 5.
Okay, your topic is if you were in charge of your school, what would you do? Like, what would you not force students to do?
Okay, that's an interesting topic. So the first thing I would do if I was in charge of my school is change the timings because the timings are terrible. Our school every day from Monday to Friday, it ends at 4:30. And on Saturdays, they don't even give half day. It ends at 3:30. So we are actually working overtime. It is, I think, more than even we're working what a normal person in like, 9 to 5 job is working, but we don't even get paid. We just get homework and stress, which I think is terrible. I would make sure there was a holiday on Saturday and the school would only be till 2:30. The second thing I would change is the lack of extracurriculars. Because of the NEP, there has been what do you say? Advancement of extracurriculars, but it's still quite less. We only have lectures like once or twice a week. So I would ensure that there's at least one extracurricular lecture every day, which I think would help to reduce the stress of the students and improve their mental well-being. The third thing I would do is reduce the number of exams because every week we have one of these things called a CDF exam. Every month we have this thing called a JE preparation exam. And every 3 months or so, we have the normal periodic tests, which is causing a lot of stress for students. So I would change that as well. Thank you.
For that interesting change. Now, Gavlier Tashi, choose a topic between 2 and 3.
2.
Okay, your topic is what is your favorite way to learn new things?
Good morning, good evening, everyone. Well, thank you, Table Topics Master, for a wonderful topic. What a fun! My way to learn something new is like I'm studying such new subjects. So at first, I think this is boring. I don't want to study it at all. But later, after I got to understand it, I see it's so interesting. My way to learn is like watching videos on my iPad, watching videos on this topic because they explain these things in such an interesting way. You might just want to see it. And also, first 1 week I attended a tuition called Curious Junior. They explain everything in such a way the people the all of the students are just attracted to it. They don't want to look. They just want to see, this is so interesting. I want to learn this. I want to learn that. So there are so many new ways to learn so many new things. My way to learn new things is just watching videos on iPad because they teach new words, new ways to explain these things. So, my way is different, and so can be yours. Your ways are different, and so are mine. But I hope that your ways were also interesting. Thank you. I'm back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you for that interesting answer. Okay, Gavlier Samaira, your topic is if you could invent something new, what would it be?
If I could invent something new, I would invent a talking bag. Not the main thing for me, because a lot of times we forget a lot of things because I have this annoying habit of forgetting everything, and I'm sure a lot of us have it too. My teacher is always telling me, Samaira, you keep on forgetting everything. I told you to get this assignment on time. So I would tell my bag to record all the things that my teacher is saying, is giving all the assignments our teachers are giving us, and explain it to me afterwards. The second thing I would do, tell my bag to do, is to explain everything. Sometimes we aren't able to understand some topics that teachers give us. So I would tell my bag to explain it to me after I come home. Third of all, there a lot of times our bag becomes too heavy, and not only and for children it's very hard to carry heavy bags, and sometimes it affects our body. So I would tell my bag to inform me whenever I load my bag too much. That is what I would want to invent. Thank you. Over to you, to table topics master.
You for the interesting new invention. I will definitely try to note down and tell that to my Prime Minister to make it actually possible. Timer, may we have the timing reports?
Yes. Speaker 1, Navanya, took 1 minute 17 seconds. Speaker 2, VedAryan, took 1 minute 7 seconds. Speaker 3, Niyati, took 1 minute 36 seconds. Speaker 4, Tashi, took 1 minute 40 seconds. Speaker 5, Samaira, took 1 minute 23 seconds. All have qualified. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you for the timing reports. Ma'am, can we have the poll for voting?
Lots. Two more votes can be cast. Request you to please cast your vote. Yes. Two more votes. 1, 2, 3. Countdown. Okay. Countdown begins now. 3, 3, 3. 2, 2, and 2. 1. That's it. Yes. Okay. Yes. So 3 of them have got same number of votes. VedAryan, Niyati, and Tashi. So all 3 of them get certificates. Congratulations to everybody for attempting it. And it was a fabulous job thinking on the spur of the moment and speaking. It requires a lot of courage. Thank you. Mhm.
Can I start or wait for her
Yes,
to
of course.
hand
Start.
over
What
the
are you waiting
stage?
for?
I thought she's gonna. Okay,
Who?
that was a super exciting session, Gavilia Eva. Now is transition to the next segment. And this is the time to take another swipe at the theme. World Youth Skill Day reminds us of the value of skills in building a successful life. It motivates young people to learn, improve, and grow. Skills are not just tools for jobs, they are keys to self confidence, independence, and creativity. When millions of minds begin using AI, not just to consume but to create, we will witness a renaissance. We may solve climate change with open source AI models. We may reinvent urban planning through simulations. We may become experts at writing books, composing symphonies, designing prosthetics faster, better, and more accessible. Let's be assured AI won't replace human creativity. It will amplify it like a choir under a conductor. AI will be the big reboot to education and learning. Possibilities are endless. The classroom gets flipped. The exam system gets challenged. Learning becomes lifelong, just in time, deeply personal. AI tutors for every child, why not? Hyper customs learning paths, absolutely. Learning won't end at 18 or 21. It will evolve with us like a Spotify playlist. Irrespective of age, everyone must invest in learning new skills. Let us remember that today's learners are tomorrow's leaders. So, on this special day, let us promise to make skill building a part of our life and help others to do the same. Throughout the meeting, listening and doing our roles, we indeed were grasping meeting etiquette, information on topics discussed, and do's and don'ts of public speaking by observation. Here comes the session where we get in clear nuggets the rights and wrongs in ready-made capsules. Evaluation section. As you know, AM.VedAryan will conduct the evaluation session. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Gavel Master. Evaluation session is like a mirror. It shows where you shine and where we need to touch up. I request the timer to share timing guidelines.
Thank you, General Evaluator. For the speech evaluations, the timing is 2 to 3 minutes. The virtual screen will change to green at 2 minutes, to yellow at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and to red at 3 minutes. For AhCounter and Grammarian, the timing is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, green. At 1 minute 30 seconds, yellow. At 2 minutes, red will be shown. For all the report, the minimum time should be met to qualify for voting for best speech in the category. Grace period of 30 seconds is allowed over the maximum time allotted. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, timer Nitish Agarwal. Can we have the grammarian, AhCounter, active listener, and timer for the report?
Call one by one grammarian to give the report, then call the AhCounter to give the report.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. May I have the grammarian, please?
Oh, yes. May I share my screen?
Go ahead.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So, exemplary uses of language were unleashing a wide storm of innovation, said by Gavilia Master of the Day, Deekshita Panda. Second one was, I may look like a Greek statue, but even Greek statues are hollow inside, said by Gavilia Prayan Luniya in his speech. AI won't replace human creativity, it will amplify it, said by Gavilia Master of the Day, Deekshita Panda. Now there are some areas of improvement which we can learn from to improve our vocabulary and speaking skills. Someone pronounced ingenuity as ingenuity, which is, no, this is the correct pronunciation. And someone said the LeBron James instead of just LeBron James. And no one has used the word or idiom of the day as far as I'm aware. And that is the Grammarian report. Thank you.
Thank you, Grammarian Niyati. May we have the AhCounter, please? AhCounter Samaira Mishra.
Okay, so I am here to give the AhCounter report. Vipin used a 2 times. Navanya Gupta used like 4 times. And I used a 4 times. Nivriti Raina used a 1 time. I hope that this report cures speakers of the annoying habit of using a and a lot of filler words. Thank you. Over to you.
Now I would like to request the active listener Labdhi Jain.
Yes. So before I start to ask questions, please do note that you don't have to raise your hand. If you think you know the answer, you can just call it out. So should I start?
Let's start.
Okay. So the first question is, on which day World Skills Day is celebrated?
3rd August.
August 3rd.
Okay.
July
Next
15th.
question is,
Yeah.
okay, the next question is, what are the 2 languages which Gavel AhCounter speaks?
English and
English.
English and Canada.
Yes, correct. Okay, now the question is, what was the name of the book reviewed by Vyom?
Heroes of Olympus, the Lost Hero.
Heroes of Olympus.
Yes, correct. What was the name of the son of Jupiter in the book?
Jason.
Chase. Something chase.
Yes, it was Jason Grace. Next question is, how many chapters were there in the book?
55.
55.
55.
Yes, correct, 55. How many Olympian medals did Navanya won?
3.
3.
Yes, correct. Correct. What was the title of Prayan's speech?
Fit by
Get
face,
to the
killed by
point.
nature.
Correct. Correct. How does Gavel Kashvi like to learn new things?
By watching
By
videos on
seeing
her
the
iPad.
channel.
Videos on her iPad.
Correct. Correct. What was the topic of Gavel and Niyati?
If she wants to change one thing in a school, what will that be?
Yes, correct. The last question, which number did VedAryan choose in table topic session?
1.
Correct. That's it, and I'm sure everyone was paying great attention. Thank you.
Can we please have the timer for the timing report?
Yes, Grammarian Niyati took 57 seconds. AhCounter Samaira took 23 seconds. Both of them did not qualify as per the minimum time required. Active listener Labdhi took 1 minute 57 seconds. Over to you, General Evaluator. And I believe we are yet to call
You
the
have to invite the speech evaluators.
Yes, speech evaluator.
Now, may we have the speech evaluators, please?
First, invite Prisha, Chugh. Yes. Yeah, good. And the speaker also, you will put it on live. Yeah.
Greeting once again to all Gaveliers, Toastmasters, and guests. Today, I had the absolute pleasure of evaluating Gavelier Navanya's Icebreaker speech titled Chasing Rainbows, My Journey So Far. Navanya, your speech was a beautiful reflection of who you are, your journey, your values, and things that inspire and motivate you. The metaphor of the rain and the rainbow was especially memorable and creatively tied together all your experiences which you mentioned in your speech. It helped us connect deeply with your message of perseverance and the rewards that follow hard work. One of your strongest qualities was your confidence and poise on stage. You stood up and spoke without notes and used natural flowing expressions and gestures that made your storytelling super engaging. Your vocabulary was rich and your transitions from the challenge to the uh, to face to the lessons you learned were smooth and thoughtful. Structurally, your speech had a clear opening. It had a strong body and a truly heartfelt conclusion. Through it, we got a wonderful glimpse of your life, from Olympiads and story writing to swimming, and the role your family plays in guiding and encouraging you. We also got to know one thing, that your sister and you are both in this Gavel Club. However, one area where you can further elevate your delivery and speech skills is using voice modulation. For instance, when you mentioned the phrase, no rain, no rainbow, which you beautifully attributed to your dad, that moment could have been more impactful, maybe with a vocal shift or even a bit of character imitation. Imagine saying it in your dad's voice, or even your changing your posture to slightly like this, showing your dad and then yourself. That shows your younger self looking up at him. Little changes like that add depth to your speech. That said, this was an impressive and well prepared icebreaker. You have strong foundation, and I'm truly excited to see how your speeches blossom from here. Keep chasing those rainbows, Navanya. We are all cheering for you. Over to you, Gavel General Evaluator, VedAryan.
Thank you. Now, can we have the speaker to Prayan Luniya with the evaluator Kashvi Agrawal?
May I begin?
Yes.
Thank you, General Evaluator. First of all, congratulations, Prayan Luniya, for completing your third project. It was an amazing speech. I really liked it. Your speech was humorous. You entertained us thoroughly. Few funny lines from your speech that I liked the most are tea, trauma, and toast crumbs, cheekbones sculpted by stress, considering salt as a mineral supplement. So, Gabriel Prayan, you achieved your general purpose of delivering a humorous speech, entertaining us quite well. There was a dose of bitter truth wrapped up in humor. Today's generation just go behind good looks and six-pack abs. Nobody cares for what one would be going through. Maybe mental stress or pressure to look a certain way to be acceptable in his or her social circle. Few things I would like to suggest are: you could have stood up and spoke. That way, your body language would be more prominent. It would also help you in stage movement. I also recommend you to use more hand gestures and maybe a few props. Like, you could have used a Mari biscuit at the beginning of your speech. It would have made your speech more interesting and funny. Overall, your speech was great. I was constantly smiling while listening to your speech. You're already a great speaker. I can't wait to hear your next speech. To sum up, you embellish your speech with a humor quotient. Keep it up. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, team, for a great job. Now I will present my report. During the
No,
meeting, I have taken.
Ask for timer report for all this. You have to launch the polls for all this, and then you will give your report. Only that will remain later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we please have the timer report?
Yes. Time taken by speech evaluators, Gavel Prisha Chugh took 2 minutes 31 seconds. and Gavelier Kashvi Agrawal took 2 minutes 5 seconds. Both of them have qualified. Over to you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Ma'am, can we have the poll?
Yeah, I'm
Poll,
launching the
please?
poll.
Thank you.
Yeah, 19 out of 22. Okay. Congratulations, Prisha. You get the kick. Wonderful evaluations, very nicely done. Thank you for your observation. It's only by doing again and again we develop the critical eye and the ability to express ourselves well. Thank you very much, both of you, for taking up the role and doing a wonderful job of it. Congratulations once again, Prisha. Over to you. Now we can have the timing report for the Grammarian and AhCounter already has said, but they both of them do not qualify for voting. So you can go ahead with your report.
Okay. During the meeting, I have taken notes on everything that happened and did not happen. These are my observations. The room and equipment were set up on time. The guests were welcome upon arrival. And the presiding officer was well prepared and organized. The meeting started on time and every role player was properly introduced. And also, the GMoD filled all the roles prior to the meeting in the starting. The GMoD also introduced and explained very well. He explained the meeting's theme. The GMoD also introduced the general evaluator beautifully. She also properly introduced the table topics master. The grammarian was properly prepared and they introduced their role within the allotted time. The grammarian also properly introduced the word of the day. The word of the day was very challenging, appropriate, and fitting for the theme of the meeting. The Gavel master of the day introduced the timer very well. And the timer also was prepared and he introduced his role within the allotted time. The GMoD introduced the AhCounter very amazingly. The AhCounter also was well prepared and he was always ready and she was always ready to take up the challenge. The Gavel Master of the Day introduced her role within the allotted time. The purpose and the timing of table topics was very well explained. The topic selected was appropriate for the group. And the table topics master also called upon people who did not have a meeting role first during table topics. The guests were I observed that the guests were not invited to participate. But the Gavel Master of the Day was tracking the time to ensure the meeting stayed on schedule and the control properly returned to the Toastmaster. Thank you. Today's meeting was really wonderful and congratulations for completing the 50th meeting. Thank you everyone.
The Gavel Master of the Day, please take over. And I will launch the polls for the other positions. Okay. Just wait. Now, Meeting experience enhancement. I'm launching that poll. 1 minute. Poll result is being shared, it's saying. Okay. Can you all see it now? No? Okay. Okay. Yes. Can you see now? Sergeant at Arms and Zoom Master between both of them. "18 out of 21. Yes, 20 out of 20. 100% answer. Okay. I'm sharing the results. Zoom Master Harnish Ghosh, he takes a kick. And indeed, he was very spot on. Very quickly, he was spotlighting the people. Thank you. Wonderful job, Harnish. And Nivriti, yes, opening was very good. Thank you. And now meeting value enhancement. I will just launch that poll. That is between the book review and active listener. So 5 more votes, actually 3 more votes remain. Right. Okay. So the book reviewer wins. Congratulations, Vyom Mayekar and Labdhi. You also did a wonderful job. The questions were well answered, and that shows, right? Yes. Thank you. And now we go to the after the tabletop. Sorry, the Gavel Master of the Day closes. Then we'll have the poll for the main role. Yes, Gavel Master. Over to you. You can close the meeting.
Yes.
Close the theme and hand over to the PA.
Let me conclude with 3 insightful quotes on the theme. First, youth are not only the leaders of tomorrow, but also the partners of today, said Kofi Annan. Young people should not only be seen as future leaders, but as active contributors in today's world. They should be included in decision making and given opportunities now. Second, it is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men, said Frederick Douglass. Teaching and training children and youth from a young age help them grow into confident, skilled adults. It's harder to fix problems later if we ignore them in the earlier ages. Investing in youth is not a cost, it is a smart investment in the future. Spending time, money, and effort on youth education and skill training brings big rewards in the long run. They will grow to contribute positively to society and economy. The above quotes give us the most important message on the theme. Over to you, presiding officer.
Thank you. As the signing officer, I'm delighted to say that we had a wonderful meeting today. A huge thank you to our general evaluator, VedAryan, for your invaluable insights. Your feedback added a lot of value to our session today. I'd also like to commend Navanya and Prayan for successfully completing the speech projects. And thank you to Gavel, Prisha, and Kashvi for your thoughtful evaluations, which truly enriched the presentations. Congratulations to to Deekshita Panda for excellently guiding us through this meet as our GMoD. Great job. Kudos to all the other role players. Nivriti Gupta, who set the tone for our meeting with her high energy welcome as Sergeant at Arms. A shout out to Gavalier Labdhi Jain, who kept us engaged and alert as the active listener. To Gavalier Niyati Raina for her exemplary work as the Grammarian. To Gavalier Samaira Mishra for diligently tracking our R's and Ums as the AhCounter. Gavalier Eva Vipin for testing our impromptu skills as the table topics master. Rreyansh Agarwal for excellently completing the timer role. And Gavalier Harnish Ghosh for managing the Zoom meeting as a Zoom master. With a deep sense of appreciation and excitement for our next gathering, I thank each and every one of you for making today's meeting a success. And with that, I now declare the meeting adjourned. Thank you, everyone, and please make sure to stay back so that we can have a discussion and group photograph.
Thank you. We have to launch the poll for the main roles. And today the timing role was done not by Rreyansh, it is done by his father. He stepped up. I had written the message to you also that he's distinguished Toastmaster Nitesh Agarwal, who did the role today for us. So very kind of him. Thank you so much for doing that role. And it added a lot of value. Every timer is so very important for a meeting. And today I was not up to it, and thank you so much for stepping up. I'll just launch the poll for the final this thing, the main rules. Yes, 18 out of 18, yes. I'm sharing the results. Congratulations, Gavel Master of the Day, Deekshita Panda. Congratulations. And congratulations to the Table Topic Master and General Evaluator. It is only by doing that we keep learning all the time. So that is the beauty of Toastmasters, that we learn by doing, not just by being there. It's not by learning rote memory, but by doing we become more and more confident. I would also like to share the certificates here. 1 minute. Where is it? No. Okay, I'll share it in the group. For some reason, my laptop is new and it's showing up now. Are you able to see now? Okay. So thanks a million to first our distinguished Toastmaster Nitesh Agarwal. Thank you so much. Presented with a lot of gratitude at the online meeting of the club for inculcating punctuality as a timer. Thank you so much for being with us today. And active listener role and book review are new additional roles that we have created, not part of the club. So that is why we always give a certificate for those who prepare those and do it. For prepared speech, yes, Prayan, Luniya took the cake. Best table topics, 3 winners were there: VedAryan, Niyati, Raina, and Tashi. All certificates will be given. Speech evaluator, Prisha, Chugh. Sergeant at Arms, Nivriti, and here it was Harnish Ghosh who won. So I will share that certificate. Book reviewer and active listener. In that, book reviewer won it. And here again, main role was Gavel Master of the Day. So thank you so much. I will share the certificates in the group. Thank you very much. Let's have a group photograph. Will somebody take a group photograph? Sara, will you take it?
Yes, ma'am.
I request everybody to come on video. Yes, please. Yeah. Who can take the video? Who can take the photograph?
Yeah, I
Yes,
can
please.
take it. You guys can put reactions and everything.
Yeah, we can put reactions. Lovely.
All right, done. Thank you.
Thank you.